everyone, thanks for coming today. Today we will speak about energy management. Generally speaking, let's imagine the following. We all been there. So you go back home from work, it's been a long day, in the office. You've been grinding for hours, the sun is blazing, you're sweating, you enter your apartment, and then you turn on the AC, the dishwasher, the Vitamix, the juicer, basically all appliances God has made for us. Now, the issue would be okay if I'm the only one who did it. But the problem is, all of you are doing it. Literally every one of you does it at 12 or 7 p.m. roughly. And that caused a spike on the demand. Now, a spike on the demand means our electricity production has to provide that spike. And it provides more than that electricity. It provides before and after because we don't want anything to fail. We need the energy to be there for us. So if we reduce, that is ideally optimistic, that kind of green diagram there. It means that if I basically schedule these different tasks at different times, then it would save a lot of energy. Not just like little, it would basically reduce my entire carbon footprint of flying multiple times a year if I did that every day. Now, what we actually think about is if we can do it, all of you, together. That becomes a slightly harder problem because then I have to follow all your tasks, all your machines, and somehow coordinate them. Now, if I try to do it from a centralized perspective, like one company, one item, for literally the entire population of Israel, I am doomed to fail. So what we do is we think about it from a different perspective, okay? We think about all the buildings, we aggregate the information, and then we submit that to a server. That server has an algorithm. It can literally shift the loads of the different tasks. Let's say your dishwasher is connected to the Wi-Fi. I can schedule it half an hour later if that would reduce the electricity. It's so basically wonderful in the sense that if I know more about the different appliances, let's say I know your washing machine spins really quickly, then really slowly. And my neighbor also has a washing machine. If we use them at the same time, their peak demand is twice as high than if I put them in an antiphase. So one spins quickly, and the other spins slowly. That reduces the consumption on the peak by 25%. And that is just if I knew about one appliance. Imagine what we could do if we knew the profile of all your appliances. So we feed that to the algorithm. That algorithm comes with an allocation. I come from mathematical and computer science background, and that's what we do. We basically design something, we build algorithm, that algorithm solves the problem. Now, this problem would save us tremendous amount of electricity, and I can guarantee we can do it in a fair manner. So basically, each residential building would have its own algorithm, and that algorithm would negotiate with your residential building, and together they would come with an efficient allocation. Now, basically, we can also make it fair, so you don't have to worry that if you are very flexible and your neighbor basically doesn't allow any flexibility for our algorithm. The way we get the flexibility is you submit preferences to an app, that app submits to the server, and the server tries to aggregate all these preferences and find the best allocation. We can achieve the energy efficiency while only slightly changing your ideal preferences. And these preferences can be evolved. You can basically tell me, I want my dishwasher to be done by 4 p.m., and that's it. And if you work a night shift, you say, I don't mind whenever the stuff works, as long as it gets there by the morning. So from design perspective, we have to think about the diversity of the community. Normally, standard approaches assume all humans are homogeneous. So I would basically give you cheaper electricity in the morning or at night, and then you would just move your demand. But in order to move from the red, okay, it doesn't work, or maybe like this, something there, basically from the red to the green, we have to really use the diversity of the community, the fact that some are families, some are night shifts, some people come and go and work from home. And if we aggregate all that, if we cooperate, then we can achieve a state of coordination. Thank you.